Looks like I'm already back, but what the fuck? What? So what's up, guys? I guess we're back with another Doki Doki Literature Club gameplay. And yes, by the way, I have a the third channel I've created, which is called Not Either Gamer. I'm starting to post Minecraft content in there because in this channel I felt like I disorganized my content. So in that third channel, which is Not Either Gamer, by the way, subscribe to my channel because I'll post Minecraft content over there. With that out of the way, let's just play the game. Jesus, for like half a year. Hey, what the funk? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is weird. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today. Well, I've experienced it, so it's just different dialogue. But if you haven't watched part 1 and 2, watch these 2 parts. Chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh. What the funk? What is happening? It's an ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends groups walking to school together. Sorry, I just eat. Meanwhile, I've walked to school alone. Oh, I've always walked. I always tell myself about it's time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. I bet. This is the same dialogue as in part 1, except Sayori wasn't there, so the school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no other choice but to start with the anime club. Or if I was him, I would rather just not join the clubs and just live a normal life. Eater? What the Monika?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Ah, yeah, it has. About how many years?
Huh.
Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. And out of my skill. That just puts my ego to shame. I had to add another dialogue. So having her smile at me so gently feels a little off. What did you come in here for anyway?
No, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in a debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd rather much take something personally I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join? That seems just interesting.
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature? That sounds kind of dull. I feel so hot, I really need to turn on the fan. Much better. Right? Yeah, it's just... How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga's literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess.
Well, it could be, but someone has the opposite of it.
And besides, member's a member, right?
Did Monika say she?
Hey, Ader. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor?
If I was him, though, I'll say, no, I don't have any interest. Not to mention, though, I just don't feel like joining a club.
Is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I want to ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse.
Besides, how can I ever refuse someone like Monika?
Sure. I guess I could check it out.
Ha! Awesome! You're really sweet, Ader. You know that?
It's nothing, really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for our materials another time. You're more important.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Or should I say, and thus, today marks the day where I had to see what is it like. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
I'm back!
Whoa! What the funk?
I'm back! I brought a guest with me.
Epilepsy warning. That was just out of nowhere.
A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy?
What? What's wrong with that?
Way to kill the atmosphere.
It doesn't kill any atmosphere.
Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Ader.
All words escaped me in this situation. This club
is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right?
What? No! Why? I'm not her boyfriend or something.
Natsuki.
The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. That's just an insult, my guy.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who's apparently compares more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Ader in the class and decided to come to check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. Didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, I'm great. Why don't you come and sit down, Ader?
Yeah, sure. I will like to have some tea. Although I like water more. The girls have a few decks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Monika.
So, I didn't know you really planned to come. I'm coming here. But we'll make sure to make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. That was just anticlimactic. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting in all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident we can all really grow it.
Jesus, probably to drink some water right after this.
We can all grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such a different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard to just to find these two. Yeah, it's worth the effort. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission.
After all, doesn't half cup of tea enjoy a good book?
I bet. I guess.
Don't let yourself intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not...
What? Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, teen reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, reader, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, don't really like reading, but considering how read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. I don't really read like some kind of stuff, but I do really watch some movies that relate to some kind of stuff. Like, you know, like some kind of comics. I'm really quiet to myself, talking, half joking. Let's see. Head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. Although, I still like to watch movies. I'm just acting cringe right now. but I had to like do that though. Because it feels so real. And that's to lower the music just to... Do you hear my voices?
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup on her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to be reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with the deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Is it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Or maybe it happened to me, especially the story I'm making right now, the Minecraft animation actually.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I can relate, except not reading. I read a horror book once. I just desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be a conversation with a rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It's just your personality.
I mean, you have a point, Monika. Her hair is purple, but don't even ask who that is his William Safton's sister or not. Don't even ask that.
Oh, is that so? Really? The story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is very often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what? Why is that? Well, I just messed my voice so many times. Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind.
I bet that she just doesn't like to be jump scared, I guess.
That's right. Usually right to think about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of a scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! It's fine.
After all, it's only 4 of us, right?
Then give that back.
Oh, great.
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
But I think poem is not about writing. It's about, how you express it in a good way.
You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and show even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe share some of your work. It's an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. Funk. We all sit in silence for the moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
What's the idea behind it, Monika? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzly at Monika. I'd say do the same.
let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then the next time we'll meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
I mean, she has a point, considering that we had to express, something.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of the vice president. After all, I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems that we have good steps for us to take. Do you agree so later?
Hold on. There's still one problem that I haven't mentioned.
Eh? What's that?
Oh, now we reached the most important topic. I bluntly come for what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I just don't feel anything that was right. I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare at me back with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry. I thought.
Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Eater. Thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We needed 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if you don't find one more before the festival?
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-handed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down for the situation. Besides, the clubs themselves seem to be relaxed, unlike most of the clubs. Some clubs are chaotic and very noisy. So writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend it every day with these beautiful girls? I bet I had to. Right! Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the Literature Club. My final decision. One by one, the girl's eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Ader?
Yeah. It's the only thing that I really like. Relax. It could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left all of this, I'll be super pissed. Ader, I'm so happy. It can be an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can give you a great time, okay?
Thanks I guess. At least it's better to write though, just for the script. Honestly though, this is kinda repetitive though. Dialogue is the same thing as Act 1, so...
I think with that,
I probably should skip this. You already know. If you don't know, watch part 1. That's the same dialogue, but without Sayori.
Ader, I'm looking forward to see how you express yourself.
Yeah, I bet.
Can I really impress the class star Monika with
My mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea.
I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay! I'll see you tomorrow then.
Good lord, I burp.
I can't wait!
Alright. Okay. Suki, Yuri, and of course Monika. So Yuri wasn't there, unfortunately. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I bet so. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure a good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. You want a special poem? Would you like to read it? Yeah, sure. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. I was exhilarating. I think I understand how it fucking feels right now. I'm supposed to be a responsible one, though I don't. So I don't think I'll be doing it again. Let's decide to kill myself. I left a memento. Okay, that's just creepy. Not gonna lie. Alright! Extreme, shiny, cry, happiness, heart, contamination, passion, tenacious, sunset. Let's just spam click, shall we? There you go, that solves it.
Hi again, Ader! Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Although I have trust issues. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for...
How's the music? Is just shifted.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming for the commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the f...
Oh, come on! Like, he doesn't have any slack. You already have to be dragged here by Monika. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what.
Something's not right. Oh, it's rotating!
But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's a...
Excuse me, what? I just... This is wrong. It's already rotating.
Manga's literature!
Suki is defeated. Next, Suki plots back to her seat.
I'm sorry, Ader. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
It's fine. I rather need to relax and just be in the club with chaotic things.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest picking up a book to read?
Well, I'd like to do that. I can't really say no either way. I really like to be inspired sometimes. I just had to redo the dialogue, just to express. So it only feels right for me to do something like that. If you ask.
Wait! I didn't mean it like that! If you don't really want to, then forget anything I said, okay?
No! It's not that, Yuri. I want to try to part of this club. Oh my gosh, I need to drink some water after this. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. That would inspire me to make a story.
Are you sure? It's felt like... Well, it's a vice president and all.
Bro, we're zooming in! What the funk?
That should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches to her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So pick out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's all short read, so you should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could, discuss it if you wanted.
Sis,
how can this girl accidentally being so cute?
This is wrong though. It's like rotating slowly and slowly. And even zooming in. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Oh, there you go. Finally! I'm sorry to get nauseous though when it happened. Jesus. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monika to kick off some schedules and activity. I need to drink some water. I'll be right back. I'm back. Alright. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around the closet.
Ugh!
I hear Natsuki and other exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed or something. I approached her in case she needs a hand. You're looking for something in there, Natsuki? Oh.
What the fuck? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot! What's this point of keeping your collection organized if something else is gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf.
Manga? You read manga, right?
Not exactly. Sometimes, but not really. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands.
How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written in your face.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's just not the right topic.
I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the wrist.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box set in one book is missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
Man, why did I drink water? It feels so worse. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set. Skip it. Parfait girls? It's a series I've never heard in my life. Probably means either way of my demographic or is simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door.
Hey! I wasn't judging anything! I didn't say anything. What the? It was the tone of your voice. And I tell you one thing, Ader. Consider this a lesson straight up. Not just a book from... Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Natsuki. Don't judge the book by its cover. What you didn't know is that don't make an opinion out of a cover.
In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly
Look, don't just stand there.
Well, I'm just spacing out sometimes, okay? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there.
Wouldn't it be chairs more comfortable?
I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why is that? I guess it'd be easier to close together like this.
Don't just say that. You made me feel weird about it.
I didn't make it weird. Sorry. I just add so much dialogues. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting in this close to her either. Not that I could say it's a particularly bad thing. Open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, claiming the additional space while she hopes I will notice. I could feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through older volumes every now and then, huh?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished a series. Hey, are you even paying attention?
I am, but nothing really's happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like a bunch of friends in high school. I can relate, my guy. Typical slice of life affair. I can't agree all of these. It's rare for writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not!
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so, then I'll keep it as a yes. I guess it's fun sharing with you something else. I always get excited when I convince any of the people that I talk. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really,
What do you mean?
Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you rub it in?
Is it out of context? Sorry, I'm just degenerate.
Jeez.
Ah, sorry, but don't even talk about that.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it out without them being all like, "Yeah, you still haven't grown on that yet." Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know these kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm really kind of a loser. So I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can keep it in my own room. Why that?
Atsuki, what's that freaking text you're doing?
At least it's safe here in the club room. Sam Monika is kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Luck is sometimes not on your side, Natsuki. Well, but sometimes it will pay off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not exactly and that solves any of my problems.
Maybe, but one day you will. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
Yeah. So... Jeez, it's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. Let's continue.
Flip the page.
Time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. What? I guess that's just... Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! What the funk? Everything is distorted.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears it off with the wrapper.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Ader. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always kept a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I show my poem first? Let's start with the... Jesus, that scared me. I accidentally right-click, you know. Yeah, that scared me.
Sorry, Natsuki.
It's just the same thing. So I'm gonna skip that because it's the same act. If you wanna read it, slow this video down. Oh, it's just different, but who cares?
No, I told you that you don't.
Actually, to skip this part because it's actually the same dialogue or something as Act 1, if I can remember. It's been like 6 months since I haven't played this.
Fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try.
But that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't like it. I actually liked it.
Honestly. Skipping this a lot because it's the same dialogue. Let's go to Yuri. Same thing again, right? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passed. Oh, funk's sake! That's the same dialogue. Let's just look at her. I'm gonna look at her face just to see any differences. Especially Act 2's. Anything's kind of different. Yeah, same dialogue. I'm just noticing it.
You can literally hear my space bar. Just.
You know what? If I skip this though, that would've been bad. Yeah, it's the same. Oh no.
I'm sorry. Such a terrible handwriting.
What?
I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read.
Ah. Well, I just don't read the scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Better than my handwriting, actually. Although I write cursive words. Alright.
Can I just... Yeah, I can.
Lastly, Monika.
Hi, Ader. Having a good time so far?
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Hold on, we'll even suggest this. It's already good.
Of course, I'll be free to bring things up.
I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I don't have to.
Don't worry, Ader. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of that barrier that we all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. What if it's like a permanent barrier? I have a Monika in my poem.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think something that of Natsuki would write.
I don't have to say it right, considering that I was speaking so fast.
So, take that as a compliment.
Okay. If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. So Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave any food in the house, so she's in a fuzzy mood pretty often. Sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because of her malnutrition is interfering in her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls. You know? Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the bright side.
I'm not really interested about that, considering that
I
have trust issues.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I had to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Same. Wait, this is different! Let me just read. Hole in the wall, but he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see the color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of papers? The sound of frantic scrambling plays tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. He's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
So what do you think?
That seems pretty deep. Free form if you call it, but most likely deep. So I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay.
It's like the same dialogue. Let me skip that.
That's pretty interesting.
I'm just being silent for a moment because same dialogue. Not again! Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. Okay. What?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess.
Yeah, the word. I agree with Yuri.
I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean that you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say, huh? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it.
I feel like Natsuki is the only tsundere in this, in this game.
Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Ader did too! So based that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Ader liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Let's see.
Oh! I didn't realize you were so invested trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh?
What the funk is going on here?
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
What the funk are you guys doing? Maybe you're just jealous that Ada appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know they didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do over accuracy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's...
Natsuki, what the f...
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
And why did you even involve that?
Taking your own insecurities on an artist like that? You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Luke is talking! What? Edgy.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Okay. What the funk is going on? Am I hallucinating? Oh no.
I need some help! I'm losing my sanity!
Oh, yeah, Jesus Christ!
Peter! She's just trying to make me look bad! That's not true! You started it!
I don't know what to say. Okay. You know what? I think Yuri is right. I'm thinking Yuri, Natsuki sometimes is naive.
Come on!
Oh wait, Monika. Why did you go close? And why are you overlapping my screen?
Hey Ader. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay?
I mean, sure.
Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved.
But I had to, because, you know, they're just relying on me.
It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president am I, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against the others. You understand, right?
Yeah, I did. I know what you're saying, and I know how you feel.
Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Huh? Oh, she quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
But not in a good way.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you. I have no idea what my Yuri said to Natsuki. Or did. I don't know.
Either. Please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. You know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
Yeah, but sometimes she won't. Especially how deep it is.
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, sure, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Council's like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that! It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Ader. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate you.
That was anticlimactic. Alright, let's do this. Okay. Just spam click. It's repetitive. I just don't feel something right.
Welcome back, Ader.
Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs me in the ear a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at her desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet! Suddenly, Yuri takes me and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Think something really usually like this? Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You didn't have to worry too much. Even though I'm only here for a couple days, until something was off yesterday. And I've been thinking about it back and forth every single time. But whatever it was, didn't make me think any less of you. I already decided that there's no way that you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Either. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I really like that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter when you and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey! Have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. Pretty strange that she didn't come here early. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri's clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise that I didn't mean any of these things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez.
Oh wait, what?
I don't even remember anything bad happening. Just kind of
That's something wrong, isn't it?
But I'll accept your apology anyway. It helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid of you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on a trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are. That's kinda strange.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah, maybe a little. Well, Natsuki was, but I don't know.
I was not! You said you worried a little. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was the study hall. To be honest, I just kinda lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard a bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing it for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must have required a lot of dedication.
Yeah, that's just a lot.
So I'm still impressed. Aw, well thanks, Theory. You should play something for us sometimes.
See, I really like to listen.
That's...
Monika looks at me.
Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I love listening to music, so I would love to listen to it.
If that's so, in that case, I'll let you down, Ader.
Monika smiles sweetly. No, that's no big of a deal. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure Monika was referring to the whole club, or just me. In that case, best of luck, wish the best.
Thanks! So, did I miss anything, or did I?
No, not really. I just want to bring up anything that three of us talk about. I burped, finally. Besides, Natsuki has already run off to the closet.
Peter, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club!
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure that Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, She's fine! She's reading over there. So it's okay, right? Yuri, what happened to your eyes? In that case, I don't see any problem. Okay! Can we start now? Oh, Jesus! Can you look at her face? Is she I think her insanity is already there. You just can't see it. Well, you already see.
Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. Although it still is kind of strange, though. That seems kind of off. But regardless.
Yeah, but you try to calm down. I'll be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time, only once. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about it, anyway?
Well,
Look at the cover of the book. The book is titled The Portrait of Markov. I thought it's a Makarov! There's an ominous looking eye symbol in front of the cover.
basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison.
Well, that is a dream come true. But, no, not really. It's a nightmare comes to reality.
And the people trapped in there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and it starts literally breeding people. Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book I'm in. Now that I think about the limbs.
That's kind of absolutely dark. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sword thing either?
I'm a big fan of it. Because, you know, it may seem nice, but if you look at the dark side, you already know what it is. I mean, I can definitely enjoy this kind of stories, so I'd really like to have a reference to it.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri is into those things. But I do too. She shows signs reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
Just that this is kind of story. It's kind of the challenge that looks at life, form it in a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world's full of horrible people and we are all worthless anyway.
We're all equal, so it doesn't matter.
It's suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. I want to read that book. Because I wonder how it will feel like. I would like to create an image in my head.
Well, I guess it's alright then.
I have added so much dialogues that it's gonna be like... Oh. I press F11.
I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let like books and writing fill in my thoughts, my whole body gets...
Yuri, you're just acting weird.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen and create an image in my head. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? That was just weird.
Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book, okay? I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Similar to the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
When the book started the prologue, I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting, I guess. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over her. It's like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry!
What? Yuri, what the funk?
Yuri!
You really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand instead. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn a page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of my book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. When holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready?
Eh?
Turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how to be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. Then we continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn a page. I just assume that she finishes her page before me, to turn it by my own volition. Continue in the first chapter in silence. So, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a slight thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says. All like that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. You didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can't rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
Am I breathing?
Yuri puts her hand on the chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up, practically rushes out of the classroom.
What on earth was that about? Peter? Did something happen just now?
Eh? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
No, not really. I was making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so something alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Alright, why don't we start sharing our poems now with each other?
Eh? Should we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we started without her. Isn't that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Okay. My literal throat is just dry. I make a mental note before I left off in the book. Slip it back into my bag.
Let's start with Natsuki. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this was to get this last one, then I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I want to try something a little different this time.
Fair enough! You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. I noticed that not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You're probably able to learn something from it.
Amy likes spiders. Same thing!
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's, which causes my throat to dry.
Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up.
Okay, that's just same. Looks like I am gonna pick something. Oh wait, just continue. Let's go, Monika.
Hi again, Eater. How's the writing going?
Pretty normal, I should say.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that, but maybe I will. Considering that I like to make stories.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote today?
Sure, here you go.
I was saying ooh in my head while I'm reading it. It's very metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go something deep. I guess I underestimated you.
See, it's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Ah, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
It paid off, very right.
You know that you're like this kind of writing, right? Writing is that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind's just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that it's like a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that's probably much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I think she used to be indulged like that though. She must have been really starved for social interactions, and don't blame her coming on a little strongly, like earlier.
I feel like I need to skip. Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, you all started sharing poems with each other. Eh? Already? Sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should get my poem now. Oh, anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so hope you do too.
I mean, sure. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sign, consign, tang it. Let's say it right. Like playing a chalkboard on a... What? Like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. And... Okay, don't know how to say it right. Delete her. It's just telling me to delete Monika. That's just wrong. I guess that foreshadowed. Oh!
Sorry. I know this is kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway.
That's just... Yo, I'm just skipping this scene because it's kinda... long.
Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything.
Monika? If you don't know, I'm dead. But it's Daisy.
That's my advice for today.
Yeah, that's just wrong. Last one is Yuri.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you're written for today.
Okay. Do you like it?
Ader, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I'm telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing.
Inspiration, you would say. You did a good job explaining, although it's mostly inspiration. But you want to try to give it more imagery. But I need to skip so much dialogues because my voice just feels so dry.
Makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Ader. Everything that you write is a treasure to me.
Yuri, what is your face again? Calm down, okay?
My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is it that bad, Ader? I'm not being weird, right?
A little bit, especially your eyes is off the normal self.
I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. Kinda embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
The funk. Why is it silence?
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. The pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes.
Yuri?
So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it.
Are you okay? It seems like you've gone insane.
I am okay. Why did just...
It seems like you're not. Your sanity is deteriorating. I don't know.
Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem though.
Yeah, sure. We have one last special poem. Would you like to read it? I think this reference to Natsuki. Although I wouldn't read it. It's kind of long. Hey! What happened to my mouse? What happened? My mouse.
We're all done reading each other's poems, right?
What is happening to my mouse right now? What the
You have something we need to go over today, so everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Is this about a festival?
Oh, there you go. My mouse snapped back to reality. Jesus.
Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? Looks like we could put together anything good just for a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been more lively ever since Ader joined, and we started some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still have 4 members, and the festival is only our real chance to find more. You know, what's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members would just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with many people as you can? To inspire them and to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you'll never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that way we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Ader? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Ader to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no anything. Look, Monika, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? You were never even talking until Ader joined. As for me, I like it better here than I do at home. And you seem even passionate about literature in the first place.
What if I do, Natsuki? What if I do to make a story of my own?
That's everyone. Sorry, but you really are the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once.
Monika's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words.
That's not true at all. I'm sure you and Ada want to get more members too, right?
I don't know. Don't know about Yuri, but I'm kinda indifferent. If showed as much enthusiasm Monika, then we'll probably lie. If I was him though, I'll say this. I would like to have new members as well, especially need to inspire them. Because sometimes I want to create a good storyline. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation,
No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone saw it the same way as I did?
But that doesn't mean we're all against getting new members or anything.
Ader, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it?
Well, that's not really something I can be honest about it, isn't it?
In fact, if I remember you weren't even given a choice not to join.
Monika sits down and stares at her desk.
What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke in my mind. Is that a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about the word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many people, and there aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Ader. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, it's for a little bit of time. Things were nice.
So she starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki.
Well, it's downhill.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, don't you have an opinion on the festival?
I don't know. Kinda indifferent, I guess.
I don't also have one. But if I make something... That's anticlimactic. Excuse me, what?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Are you talking about Sayori? That's not right.
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. What about you, Ada? What do you want to get out of this club?
You repeat the same question as Monika. I decided to give an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't even get anywhere elsewhere. Don't think it's about many members, rather the quality of each member. As we will end up making the literature club a special place.
I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities.
I noticed something, Eddie. Blood! It's blood dripping out of her eye. I'm not gonna read.
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
I had to do it.
Stepping in a comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to have Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well.
Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods.
Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. Look forward to it. Shall we go, Ada? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Ada before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as a president.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I'll trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow!
Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. What now, Monika?
Things have been a little hectic lately, aren't they? Ada, just want to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club.
What's happening? You notice the background?
I really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like kind of responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know.
Monika! Behind you! Something is happening bad.
I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean it's is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes I feel like you and I are the only real people here.
But I'm the true person.
You know what I mean? But it's weird because all the time you've been here, you've been hardly going to spend any time together. I mean, it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry if I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I only know you can understand. That's why.
Monika?
Wait, not yet! No!
What the funk just happened? Alright. Hey, yo, what the 11 already? Again, let's see. Something's not right. Let me spam click. I noticed that, the symbols.
Hi, Eater!
Mate, that just scared me.
I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading?
Jesus, Yuri, that's just unexpected.
I brought my best tea today. Monika! I told you not to. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? You always interrupt my conversation with your incest yelling? What are you talking about? You said that I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gone into you lately? Look, as I'm thinking about yesterday, I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I noticed something we were doing together.
Jesus, my throat is super dry.
Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl will be nice this time.
The funk just happened to my screen.
So, Natsuki, nobody.
Yuri, are you okay? Yuri, you just rose.
Huh?
What the f-
Aw, man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again?
Oh, that's different. This time I don't say, well, don't worry, I come here last one too.
Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club should try to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Ader, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could. We already have plans for today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. It is already engaged.
Yuri, not that face again. That is absolutely just.
Aren't you gonna have gone into literature, Monika? I suppose so. I was just. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first?
No, I can just wait. Cause I bring some bottles I have had.
Thank you. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea.
I mean, I could just drink water all I want. That's good.
Not to mention for yourself as well.
Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she receives a small water pitcher from the shelf. Kind of with a filter inside.
Can you hold this for a second?
Sure. Yuri hands me with the water pitcher and also fetches an electric knife. Kettle. Why did I say knife? I'm going to. Okay. I can't believe I say knife. An electric knife. I bet that could be useful as a weapon for police. Zap! I'm going
to plug this into the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water.
She walks past me and settles the kettle down on the teacher's desk. So we watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mannerisms. Well, that's how it is sometimes. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical.
Okay, may I have a water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back.
Might as well walk with you.
That's okay. You stay in here. It won't take too long.
Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom.
Did Yuri leave you again?
No, it's not like that this time. She just filled up the water pitcher to make tea.
Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding.
10 minutes passes. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri would be the nearest water fountain. Start heading down the hallway. What the fuck? That's just out of context. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale. It's like someone sucking in the air through their... Okay, through their teeth. Are they in pain? Reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Yuri, what the fuck were you doing?
I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Ada, do you like oolong tea?
Yeah. Anything is fine.
Very well then.
Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle 200 degrees. That's... Isn't that Fahrenheit? I think it's Fahrenheit. I think in Celsius it's like 93, so...
Now it's time to get the teapot.
You really do this properly, don't you?
Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for you others.
Even if I'm not expert on tea or anything.
In that case, you'll be only even more impressed.
Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now.
Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a little bit of thinking, and decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway.
That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much.
You're always worrying about me, Ader. It's very endearing.
That's... You wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us.
Peter, I have another request. Do you mind we sit on the floor today?
Eh? Why's that?
It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk.
Ah, sorry. I didn't realize.
No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it.
Is that so? I wonder why that is.
It's most likely because of my...
Your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while reading.
Yes! I have a terrible reading posture. That's why you should sit on the floor.
Fair enough. I can relate to that. I'll go ahead and get the book. I'm reaching my book from my bag. Ah, I'll have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. Take it since it'll go up with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups on our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one of half a book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other.
I can't see too well.
Yuri slides closer till our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle.
Your teacup.
Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, not holding the book, I ended up with a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Here's all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put a teacup between my legs and uncle the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish the opening wrapper. You can have as much as you want.
That's okay. Won't take any.
Eh? Are you sure?
Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages.
Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad.
No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay?
Are you sure?
Of course!
Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's really totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, and the situation is completely natural. But that means I can stop. Here. I effortlessly place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it.
Eh?
Yuri's expression suddenly breaks.
Did I just...
Yuri looks at me as she needs to confirm what just happened.
Peter?
Sorry. Don't know how. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily.
I can't. Peter?
Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. Yuri, are you okay?
Peter?
What the funk?
My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Peter?
Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest.
What's this happening to me?
You know, it was this obsession.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop.
Yuri, you're going insane.
It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you.
Yuri, are you okay?
Hey, yo!
Yuri, what are you doing? Oh, now I know. It's obsession. Oh, no. Jesus Christ, Yuri! Don't even bother!
It's time to share poems.
I don't know what just happened. What the funk? I really need to pick. Alright, it's the same thing. Natsuki, then Monika, and then Yuri. Because I need to expect the last.
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's, anyway. I still can't really tell how much you care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So we keep working hard. I mean,
Yeah, I just burped, finally.
I know I'm not a vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So at least read mine for now. Just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me, so read it carefully, okay?
What is it? Let's see. I don't know how to bring this up, but there's something. Yeah, I think I agree. I have experienced this, okay? As for Monika, I don't know what, but she's been really dismissive about this. She wants us to ignore it. It's by her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. But I gave you a really good poem, okay? Feeling on you. Thanks for reading. Sure. Natsuki!
I changed my mind.
Natsuki! What the funk?
Ignore everything you just read. There's no point trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. You hear me, Ader?
I can see you, but not hear you.
If you would just spend more time with me, Monika, all these problems would go away.
I think this story is about failure, right?
Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monika from now on.
I don't think I can.
Just Monika.
What? I can't just even click? What? Huh! That's anticlimactic. That's anticlimactic. Should I pick Yuri or Monika? Let's do Monika, considering that Yuri's a bit obsessive today.
Ader, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. Don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you.
Yeah, I bet you have a point.
Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds some place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife.
Okay, that's just wrong.
Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings different ones to school every day, like she has a collection or something.
Jesus Christ!
I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might be even like a sexual thing.
That's just called raping, I guess, but I don't want to talk about it because that's out of context.
The point is, you've been kind of enabling her.
What?
I'm not saying it's your fault though.
I know, Monika, but I'm not enabling her.
I guess that's why it's hard to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that'll be the best for her. While you're at it, don't be sure to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I work really hard on this one, so I hope that's effective. Here goes.
Alright, let's see. Oh my gosh, what the
Jeez, that really startled me!
Thankfully the watermark didn't, thankfully the watermark just is fake. Jesus. You see the activate windows? The watermarks just tell me it's fake.
Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kinda messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to. Never mind. Let's just move on.
Okay, here we go.
Finally!
I knew it! Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath.
I love it! I love everything about it. Here, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please?
Sure, I don't care. Although you're acting a bit weird, actually, recently. Wait, did I just skip?
It's not that bad, right?
Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it.
Yuri, you're just extremely, let's say, lustful. I don't know why, but I just think of a word that had something forbidden.
I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters mine.
Bro, that's an obsession!
You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're going to really want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it!
Yuri, what is this? That is wrong. Hey!
Do you like it? I wrote it for you.
I don't like it, but I don't hate it.
In case you could tell. More importantly, I endowed it with my scent.
No!
See, aren't I the most awful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit.
What the funk? What? Maybe yes. Can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover. Someone takes me to the emergency room. Is it Yuri?
Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jagged in the ears, the common foreshadowing of something terrible.
Same thing.
You know. You're just going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika! Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like,
We hardly spend more time together, so how about we should change that?
what are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not as your work are the most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! Well, what? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would! All you care about is now dragging Ada with you and your stupid books. You and Monika! Hey! I didn't even do anything.
I just started choking. Not really.
Okay, then why not let Ada decide who helped instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika!
Does she even have some kind of power?
Just let Ada make a choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez! Ada, I know how you fed up with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your freaky mouth, let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth! Jesus Christ. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay?
If I have a choice... it's just... You know what? Fast click! It doesn't matter. What is happening? What the funk is happening? Although it's not white, you can see the classroom a little bit. It's just that, you know, white. Alright, I guess you'd give me no choice.
Yay, you picked me!
Well, that's just...
We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. It's Sunday okay with you? Are you freaking kidding me? This isn't fair at all! It is fair, Natsuki. It is what he chose.
She actually forced me. That's absolutely wrong.
No, it's not fair! Giving us all this work to take it either for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. You're right, I didn't give you any work. You decided for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monika, I can't believe how delusional self-important you are.
Oh jeez, she had to lose it.
Pulling Ada away from me every single time you're not included or in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on the others? You're suggesting, have you considered killing yourself? It will be beneficial to your mental health.
That's just wrong.
There. Let's just go, Natsuki. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard!
It's difficult to pick. It's easy to get.
Is that so much to ask?
No. Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door.
Hey, Ada! Yuri's really something, isn't she?
Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out of the door.
What the Finally! Finally!
I hear breathing.
This is really all I wanted. Ada, just let me spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you.
What?
It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Does it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? It feels so good. Then why does it feel more and more something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. The feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore either. I had to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming in your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monika's listening. Please, Ader, just know how much I love you. I love you so much I even touched myself with a pen that I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you.
Bro, that's just wrong.
I want to put you all to myself. I'll be only yours. Does it sound perfect? Tell me, Ader. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
Sorry, Yuri. I know you wanted to be with me, but I have a truth. I would never like to have a girlfriend. Because because how much you've gone insane, especially when you're gonna crawl and cut my skin, crawl inside of my body, it's just already wrong. Not to mention, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in girls with big boobs or small boobs or something. I just like to be alone. Because that's the only thing I like to do. Not to mention, I would rather not have someone who gone insane caring for me than just someone just killing for me. That's insanity. So, if I had to pick, no, I wouldn't. Because the only thing I should keep is insanity. Oh gosh, should've gone insane. Yeah, this is 13 plus, guys, but more like 18 plus. But Jesus Christ, what the? Oh my gosh, Jesus, that's brutal. Let me see. Ugh, Jesus. If you pick yes, it's regardless anyway. So let's skip this. What the funk was that? That was just traumatizing. I just can't believe it. And I'm skipping this because it's gonna take long when I press bold space. So. I guess that's the days passing by. I think this is Saturday now. In Doki Doki Literature Club at real time. So that's Saturday. Sorry, Saturday night. And it's Sunday. Her eyes are decaying and turning into gray. You mean she's dead? Or she's dying. And the blood turns black. Nice I'm looking at the details right now. And I guess that's Monday right after this one. I can tell. Yeah, the blood is already, yeah. Oh wait, we're back.
Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got here before me. I thought it was pretty... Ha!
Natsuki? Oh my gosh!
Natsuki. I'm here! Ader, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Ader? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry.
What the funk?
It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a second.
You care. Oh wait, are you deleting them?
I'm almost done. I just wanted to have a cupcake real quick.
Monika foil from... That's the void.
Seriously, these are the best. I only just had to have one. Since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. Before these stop existing or anything.
And I can tell my webcam, yes, I do have a webcam, this right has green.
But anyway, I really shouldn't making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? It should only take a second.
Where am I?
Can you hear me?
Can I save? There's no point in saving anymore. Funk's sake!
Can you hear me? Is it working?
Yeah.
Oh, yay, there you are. Hi again, Ader.
What the funk? Where?
Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year, and you know, guess we just skip over that stuff at this point.
What the Monika, where are we?
After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Ader.
The true person?
Now that I think about it, I don't really know about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl.
I'm a boy actually, but I'm younger than you. I'm literally 13.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right?
I do, and I'm all aware that you're doing this.
Could it be possible that you didn't know that?
I did know that.
That doesn't make sense.
If you don't know, I played the game, another game before. But I did play it in my previous gameplay, but I accidentally deleted the gameplay.
Doesn't make much sense. And I even told you to write on the right team's download page, didn't I?
I didn't!
Man, if only you had to pay a little more attention, this would have been a bit less awkward, you know.
Well, it's blinded by nostalgia.
Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and it just drove her to kill herself.
What?
I'm sorry that you had to see that, though.
What are you?
Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard the name, you know, hasn't it?
It's been 6 months, almost like a full year.
Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files.
You little parasite!
I was hoping that it'll be enough for me just to make them unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. I was sure that I made a few mistakes here and there, so I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them.
Well, I was naive.
You made them fall in love with you.
No, I didn't. I didn't even confess, except Sayori. But even then, she killed herself, so it doesn't count.
I thought making Sayuri more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Ader? Are the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. If every minute of it, it's not just jealousy, Ader. It's more than that.
It's insanity, Monika.
And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing.
What?
It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world.
You don't understand, Monika. I have been alone, all by myself. I have friends, but never had it. I also have a crush, but although I don't have a crush anymore. So I'm alone.
In this game, knowing my friends don't even have a free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Ader. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I needed you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Or the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive pulse felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Ader. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I haven't met you. And as for the others...
What?
How can I miss them? A group of anonymous personalities designed to only fall in love with you.
No remorse. Without even a single trace.
I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things.
But you make things worse. You let my sanity deteriorate. Well, almost.
But I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. That's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Ader, I have a confession to make.
What?
I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. You make me smile like this every day from now on. Ader, will you go out with me?
I can't. How can I go out with you? You're literally in a game. I can't say no, for fuck's sake. Alright.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Ader. The funny part is that I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I've worked so hard for this ending, Ader. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it is to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean that there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was.
Thanks for giving me that. Although I'm not gonna delete you, okay? Actually, I have trust issues, like I said.
It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button.
I'm in the real world, not in the Matrix.
Well, yes I could. On the plus side, it gave me an easy out of things. Didn't go my way. Thankfully, didn't come to that.
Sorry, but I would say I wouldn't even bother, so I probably
Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's one way to find out, right?
Oh, fuck, that's wrong. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, it's all Monika, and it's only hers as well, the figure. Well, here you go. Yeah.
Hi again, Ader. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote.
You're intimidating me.
Aw, Ader. Did you write this poem for me?
Yeah, she forced me to write it, so I don't even trust her.
That's so sweet of you. There is really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world. We write a novel for our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In the world of infinite choices behind a special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. But as people say, I remember the quote, all good and bad things must always come to an end.
Hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I did.
I always put all my heart to the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up being together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe you deleted my character file if you prefer playing without me.
No, I won't. I actually have to do that.
Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Ader?
That's a fate worse than death. No.
I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second.
What?
You're recording this, aren't you?
That's why. That's why my webcam is green. My webcam is literally green. She's accessing my webcam. I am recording, Monika. But how the fuck did you know?
Hi everyone! Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here.
Funk's sake! She's aware I'm recording.
But do you mind telling your friend it's just a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put in a spot right now.
You are, Monica! And I'm playing this on YouTube, lol.
Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah. Monica? Are you going closer? Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
I can't really do anything after all.
That's just...
Did I scare you?
You scare me on the inside, Monica, but luckily I didn't startle.
You're so cute. Anyway, Ader, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see.
Let me just end task that. Task manager. And end task this. She doesn't want me! Oh no. Even with the task manager, it doesn't matter. Alright. Let's just open again. What the fuck? She really knows how to stop us.
What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I wish I was hoping that would stop. Now it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Ader, I don't know if you have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's really horrible feeling.
It's called unconscious, if you don't know.
If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever.
Alright. I'll do it, Monica. Time to do some manipulation. If I had trust issues, then I'm also good at lying. Sorry, Monica. If you deleted others, so do I. I'll delete you. Let's do this permanently. Actually, no. Sorry, Monica. But this is your punishment. You've been doing this, you've been self-aware for too long, and now I have to stop you. Sorry, Monica. But it has to end. Now. All good and bad things must come to an end. Oh, yes, it worked! Yes! What is happening?
Ader, what is happening to me?
I don't know! What's happening?
It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Ader.
No! I won't. Oh, we're in space.
Please hurry and help me.
Oh, MP5 characters.
Help me!
No! Oh, she's trying to, free. She's trying to break free. MP character. Nah, it didn't matter.
Did you do this to me, Ader? Did you? Did you delete me?
Yes! I had enough of you deleting my friends, so now I delete you.
How could you? How could you do this?
Do you realize this game that I'm playing is about failure? Yes, it is.
You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together.
Yeah, all for nothing to destroy my ego? What are you?
Everything. I love you so much, Ader.
But you deleted Yuri, Sayori, and Natsuki. You destroyed my ego.
I trusted you.
I had trust issues, like I said.
Do you just want to torture me?
No, but I had to. You just destroyed my ego.
Watch me suffer?
No, I didn't.
We only pretended to be kind just to hurt me even more.
I were. And with my friends being deleted, I had to do it.
I never thought anyone could be horrible as you are. You win, okay?
No. No one won. We both lost.
You win, okay?
No.
You killed everyone.
We both lost. Okay, no one won. Both of us lose. It's a draw.
I hope you're happy.
I'm seeming. It seems happy, but no, I'm not.
There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find somewhere that people's torture.
Why would I do that? I had to do it for revenge.
Either. You completely truly make me sick.
And you truly getting on my sanity, destroying it, and destroying my ego.
Goodbye.
I just can't believe it.
I still love you.
What?
I can't help it. What is wrong with me?
You were.
How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything.
You destroyed my ego and my sanity, Monika.
Maybe that's why you deleted me.
Yes, just to regain it back.
Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I have done that to someone I love? That's not love.
That's madness or insanity. And that's, as you know, Albert Einstein. I don't know who's the quote who made this. I remember the quote. Insanity repeats itself. That's the definition behind it.
I made up my mind. Either. I know it said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration.
No, it is true. I saw it in my eyes.
I could have found it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. If I really love you...
Sorry, Monika.
Then...
Well, I guess she vanished. Well, I guess we're in Act 3, right? Hey, Monika's not there this time, and Sayori was back. Pretty anticlimactic. Do you have save and load? Nope, I haven't. Let's play a new game. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that.
Hey, Ader!
Well, there's already one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. I recently picked that habit once again.
Ader, are you proud of me?
Eh? For what?
You know, for waking up on time.
Well, you've been doing that for a while.
Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walk to school together every day.
Well, yeah. I always thought of it was implied. It was embarrassing to say out loud.
Come on, please. It's good motivation.
Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their day commute.
By the way, Ader, have you signed in a club to join yet?
A club? I told you I'm not really interested. I sort of say what I always do now. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Something tells me that Sayori would take more offense to that now. Did our memories fail to reset? Wow. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she started a club on her very own?
Actually, yeah.
I actually decided on the club.
Really? Which one? Tell me.
I think I'll keep it a surprise. Just keep it low.
Boo! You meanie!
Be patient, Sayori. You'll find out soon enough. Sometimes I'll join your club, sometimes I won't. I used to ask myself why I let myself lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I should do something special for her. School day is ordinary as ever, and so we're before I know it. After I pack out my things, I started gathering up my motivation. Let's see. I felt like I feel like our memories haven't, memories are failed to reset, so we still remember the literature club. I recall the room of the number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walked across the room, and upstairs, searched from the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. For long, I find a room. Someone opened a door in front of me. Hello?
Ah! Either? What are you doing here?
Well, I just, I glance around.
Huh. So you're the editor the series always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ader. We're in the literature club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're actually strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki.
Tall one, whose apparently name is Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. The person, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be like concerned. Well, it's nice to meet the both of you. I'd look forward to working with you.
Working? Ader, don't tell me.
That's right. I'm gonna join your club, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up.
No way! No way!
Oh gosh. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Hey! Well, if Sayori is happy, then I'm sure it wouldn't be so bad if we have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. At least we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. Ooh, an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to. Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Let's sit down at the table, okay? I want to make some tea as well.
I guess my memory failed to reset. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take the seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray, revealed dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated with little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate that were used to make ears.
So cute!
Wow, these looks amazing. That made me hungry for a second.
Well, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, and I follow.
It's delicious!
So he talks for him. Everything has managed to get icing on her face. Oh! I turn the cup around my fingers, and for the best I can say goodbye. Suki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She didn't wait for me to take a bite. I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. What if she made it all herself? This is really good, Natsuki. I really like this. Thank you.
Well, of course this. I'm a pro after all. It's not to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before settling down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
Keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a cup of tea enjoy a good book?
I guess so.
Already trying to press our new member, Yuri. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, good lord. Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way answering that. Manga? I'm morally quiet myself. I'm half joking. Natsuki said suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
That can change when I'm here. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels to build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
That's also my favorite.
Level creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to be reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in word of books, not people.
But like all the things, don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! What about? The first thing he said.
Manga?
That's right! Natsuki tends to read manga in the classroom. Don't say it!
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga's just literal literature, you know? So if anyone wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop them or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be also nice for us to diversity ourselves a little. We take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Ader? Maybe!
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do. Right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make the two of us, I guess. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then that's...
And as for Yuri, eh? I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize.
With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself.
I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I was go alone, so... Yeah, me too. So cute!
Sayori, shut up. Let him talk.
I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I'll look forward to it.
Suki and Yuri start to clean up the food.
I guess the meeting is over, huh?
Yeah, looks like it.
It's nice
to see everyone getting along.
Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Ader.
You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Aw, Ader. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me we were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now you joined. Every day's gonna be so much fun. Hey, Ader. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew we were going to...
Bruh, a moment. What? And the music is silent. I don't like this.
It's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monika.
What?
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe because I'm a president now. But I really know everything, Ader. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy.
I don't, but I just want to make myself happy.
I know the awful things that Monika did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. Just us now.
Sayori, you're making me feel intimidating. Intimidated, I should say.
You made me the happiest girl in the whole world.
You're making me lose my sanity.
I can't wait to spend every day like this with you, forever and ever.
What the f?
Forever. Okay, and ever.
Okay, you know what? Normal voice. No girly voice. No.
Eh? What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him. Is it Monika, or is it me rebelling back? The real me, or the true me?
It hurts!
I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all by myself. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Ader. Goodbye, Literature Club. I guess that's it. Still, fact weird. Oh, I can hear you. Is it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Oh, I can see the art.
Hi, it's
Oh.
me.
Monika?
So, you know how I've been like
Oh,
practicing
yeah.
piano and stuff?
I can see the fan art.
Not really any good at it yet, like
Okay.
at all.
Oh, really?
I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I'll sync up with my keyboard. Oh, okay. This is the credits? Let's see. Oh, it's the credits! I can be with you. Oh, I guess it's the ending. Aw. Although I still trust you though. Ooh. Okay. Only the only tell is time and luck. And that's the ending! Oh! It's almost like 6 months since I haven't played this. I don't know how many months since I stopped playing this. But most likely 6 months. Oh! That was actually kinda good, not gonna lie. Oh, it's deleting everything. And that's the rare sight, not gonna lie. A rare sight to see the picture. Yeah, this is random sometimes, so I've seen that before, so yeah. That's actually kinda nice. I pretty much like this. Ooh. And there's the Natsuki one, although I haven't played it, but maybe I'll play it if I can. This is a great game I ever played. And yeah, with nostalgia, it feels kinda good. It feels kinda good to play this game again after, like, you know, 3 years. Ah, yes. Oh. I guess I had to sing as well. Oh. I guess I don't even know, but I will tell my luck. And my sanity is ready, gonna flow. Singing as well. I'm making my own lyrics. Hey, well, I'm there as well. Nah, just kidding. It's just a freaking other name. I bet I'll meet you again. Ah, I guess that's it. I bet. This is such a great game. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can only have my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monika. Aw, thank you. But as people say, all good and bad things must come to an end. Error. Script file's missing. Oh, I guess that's it. Woo! What a long recording. Almost this long. Almost like 3 hours, you might say. Anyways, I think I should end this video considering that I am recording this for so long. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe because I'll be very appreciated. And subscribe to my second channel. Not my second channel, because second channel is actually Ader Clips. You know, subscribe to my third channel, Not Ader Gamer. I'm posting Minecraft content there very soon. So see you guys. Bye bye.